Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey. I'm your host Neil, and today we're here to talk about the Minnesota Wild. So how will the Minnesota Wild end their season? That's a question probably anyone can answer very well. They're first overall in the league, and they are doing absolutely amazing, and they are very fun to watch this year. So at home they're 14-4-0, and away they're 14-5-5, and they've won their last 4 straight. They played 42 games and have 40 games to go. They're 138 goals for and 92 goals against. They're a plus 46. They're halfway through the season and they're already a plus 46. That is absolutely incredible. They are a defensive powerhouse. Dubnyk is running the show, and that is so good to see. It's so great to see Minnesota Wild do great, and I really hope I know they're going to make the playoffs, but when they get in, I really hope they do some damage. It's going to be exciting to see them play. And speaking of seeing them play, they have 40 games to go this season, like I said, and I've created a rating system where I pick 3 rankings, and I attribute each of those rankings, or one of each of those rankings, to the remaining teams that they play, and based on that I can create a percentage. So the 3 rankings are winnable, on the fence games, and losable games, and losable games are just the games that they have the highest risk to lose. So with that being said, I project that the Minnesota Wild has 23 winnable games, 8 games on the fence, and 9 losable games. And when we translate that and do the math, that's a 57.5% winnable chance, a 20% on the fence chance, and a 22.5 losable chance. So they've got a really decent schedule to the rest of the season. They're going to make the playoffs. There's no question about it. There's still half the season left, and there's pretty much it would be impossible for them to miss the playoffs because they're just playing so well, and they would have to fall completely off the face of the earth, and Devin Dubnyk would have to get injured, and Parise would have to get injured, and I don't see it happening. They're going to make the playoffs. You know, Minnesota had a big year last year. They fired their coach mid-season. They had a big organizational change, and they did make the playoffs. I forget how they did. I think they lost in the first round, but you know, this year has really been their first year with their new coach, and they're playing very well, and most of the success can be attributed to Devin Dubnyk, their goalie. He's having the best season of his career, and I would suspect that he will win the Vezina, and if he doesn't win, he will at least be a candidate for sure, and he will be the front runner for that award. And just a note here on Devin Dubnyk, they are relying on him very heavy. They've played 42 games, like I said, and he's played 34 of them, so Minnesota has only had 8 games with their backup goalie in, so you know he's seen a lot of pucks, he's seen a lot of time, and he's playing very well. And this is the year that Minnesota really could go all the way. They could do some damage in the playoffs. I really think they're at least going to get to the conference finals, and if they get by the conference finals and get to the Stanley Cup finals, I don't think it matters who they play. I think that if they make it that far, they're going to win the cup. So out of the West, they are my choice to take the cup if they make it to the finals, and if they don't make it to the finals, then I might have to change my opinion a little bit. It depends on who comes out of the East. But that's about all I can say for the Minnesota Wild. You know, they're really playing strong right now. They're firing on all cylinders, and I wish them luck for the rest of the season. And I thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Each time you guys come back, it really means a lot to me, regardless of how big of or small of a hockey fan you are. It really means a lot. And if you're stopping by for the first time, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you hit the subscribe button below so you can see future videos. And if you're on social media over at Facebook or Twitter, I'm at facebook.com/post-to-post show, and at Twitter at post-to-post show as well. So hit me up on there if you have any questions. Otherwise, leave a comment below, ask me a question, leave a suggestion. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Adios.